plays a very important role in age-proofing your cardiovascular system. And really what I mean by that is that if you can prevent the development of cardiovascular disease, guess what? You're going to live longer. So you're age-proofing your cardiovascular system. There's no question that immediately after birth, the whole concept of life is really downhill. I mean, that's why you hear many scientists say that life is a dying process. And the reason is you're at your healthiest the instant you're born. From that point on, actually, the nitric oxide levels in your body gradually begin to decrease. But they really start decreasing when you're in your 30s or 40s. So you need to take whatever steps are necessary to keep that nitric oxide at a normal level by boosting your nitric oxide production. And in doing that, you will absolutely live longer. The quality of your life will be much better as you live longer. And the one bodily chemical that can do this is nitric oxide. Antioxidants are very important to incorporate in your diet. You can get antioxidants from all kinds of foods: fresh vegetables, fruits, fish. Fish oil is loaded with antioxidants, and also certain herbs have antioxidants and other plant materials. So garlic and green tea are two foods that are rich in antioxidants. And why is that good? Because antioxidants can protect your nitric oxide against breakdown. Oxygen can actually break down nitric oxide. And what antioxidants do is what the name says they do. They're antioxidant, antioxidation. So by blocking or preventing oxidation, you prevent the breakdown of nitric oxide, and by doing that you can boost your levels of nitric oxide. And there are certain kinds of foods and herbs that are very potent in this regard. That is, very small amounts can really protect the nitric oxide against breakdown. And one of those is garlic, and the other is green tea. And I'm particularly pleased with the garlic because I'm Italian. I follow a Mediterranean lifestyle in terms of diet. And I think I add garlic to everything except my coffee and my tea. And so I think we're blessed with the ability to be able to take garlic as a very healthy way to boost your nitric oxide production. And the same thing with green tea. There's a very long history of the health benefits, especially the cardiovascular health benefits of green tea. And that's because of the presence of these antioxidants. Other antioxidants, just to give you an example, include vitamin C, vitamin E, and there are many others. The antioxidants are good because they can stabilize the nitric oxide in the body. When your body makes nitric oxide, if there are factors that can lead to the destruction of nitric oxide, you're going to have very low levels, even though your body may be making a lot. And one of the ways to keep those levels elevated is to take antioxidants, and one of them is folic acid. So folic acid can function, one of its functions is to protect the nitric oxide against destruction. But another function of folic acid relating to heart health is to actually lower the levels of an abnormal amino acid which we call homocysteine. This is one of the markers for heart disease. There are various markers for heart disease, but if people have elevated blood levels of homocysteine, which is a tongue twister, this is a sign that things are going awry with your cardiovascular system. Folic acid is one of the few vitamins that can actually reduce the levels of homocysteine and protect you against heart disease. Exercise is really a very principal component in one's lifestyle to protect against cardiovascular disease. I point out that a healthy diet is very important, but also just as important as a healthy diet is exercise. There's no question about this. I think everyone's known for centuries that exercise is good for your health, but only recently has it been determined why exercise is good for your health. And the reason is that exercise boosts or stimulates nitric oxide production. When you exercise, your heart is beating faster and stronger. This causes an increase in blood flow through the arteries. When the blood flows faster through the arteries, it actually stimulates nitric oxide formation. And that makes good sense because nitric oxide is a vasodilator. It widens the arteries in order to accommodate this increase in blood flow. But at the same token, the NO is protecting against heart disease as well. It's not just increasing or accommodating this increase in blood flow. So we know today that exercise is the most important way in which your body makes nitric oxide, clearly. And so it is important to incorporate at least a mild, perhaps a moderate exercise program almost daily in your life. Those individuals who lead a sedentary lifestyle are making very, very low amounts of nitric oxide. And heart disease, diabetes, and so on, obesity, these are diseases that are associated with sedentary lifestyles, with a lack of exercise and a deficiency in nitric oxide. So by exercising, you can increase your NO production. You can by doing that, by boosting nitric oxide production, you can ensure yourself of a healthy cardiovascular system. I wrote my new book, No More Heart Disease, in order to try to convey my important health message to everybody in this country and everybody in the world. You know, it's one thing to conduct important research and have it recognized by your peers and be awarded the Nobel Prize in Medicine, which is all very, very nice. But the discoveries we made have an incredible impact on humankind. And so it's important to get that message not just to the other scientists, but also to the people who are suffering from heart disease. And so I kept asking myself, how can I translate this basic science information, you know, to the lay people of the world? And so I thought of two ways. One was to develop a product that can boost nitric oxide formation, and the other was to write a book that everyone could understand, a book that would motivate people to changing their lifestyle so that they can produce maximal amounts of nitric oxide. And so this is why I wrote that book, which was no easy task. You know, I'm used to writing many scientific articles, but to try to write a book that everyone could understand was quite an effort. But I think I've been successful in doing that.
No More Heart Disease is a great book because what it does is it really puts the science of nitric oxide at a level that the average person can really understand, grasp, and then act upon. Because it talks about a holistic approach to living better and improving your health through a simple set of measures that lead to boosting your nitric oxide levels naturally.
Join us next time for the American Health Journal when we bring you more in our ongoing series of reports for your better health. If you have any questions about today's topics or for the doctors you've seen on today's show, you can contact us at 1-800-303-3200. For the American Health Journal, I'm Roger Cooper.